You are going to see 0 starters on that field at the Hall of Fame game. Do not get excited. Do not get excited at all about the Hall of Fame game, period. Do not get excited. But guys, it is Tuesday, and that means it's time for Overreaction Tuesday. Overreaction Tuesday is very, very simple. I've been out scouring the old interwebs. I've been on Discord. I've been on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook. I'm on everywhere. Sometimes I'm an alias. Sometimes I'm actually myself. You never know who you're talking to, so watch your P's and Q's, baby. But we're going to put out some questions, and we're going to determine if it's an overreaction, like, hey, that's not going to happen, or if it's an underreaction, like, hey, wait a second, slow it down, baby. Buck might be right. But on this first overreaction, we got to talk about the one and only Houston Texans. We got to talk about this team that came out of nowhere in 2023. They had the second and the third overall pick, and they did make the playoffs last season. They actually did beat the Browns in the wild card round, was tied with the Baltimore Ravens going to halftime, of course, and they shit the bed. But, guys, is it an overreaction or is it an underreaction that the Texans are a serious threat in the AFC? So when we look at the Houston Texans, they've kind of had a pretty big offseason. They added some depth to the running back in a via of a trade for Joe Mixon from the Cincinnati Bengals. They signed free agent Danielle Hunter from the Minnesota Vikings. That's huge. Match him up with Will Anderson. It's going to be a dangerous front four. Good Lord, I cannot wait to like see that actually in action. Re-signed Dalton Schultz. Yeah, kind of a down year, but he's still a veteran tight end presence there. Signed a C.J. Henderson, the cornerback, just to name a few. The last few seasons, the Texans have been signing a bunch of value guys, and they've been getting the best out of them, i.e. maybe the Patriot effect a little bit. But when we look at them as a serious threat in the AFC, we have to see, can they compete with the Chiefs? Can they compete with the Ravens? Can they compete with the Steelers and the Bills? If you can compete with those teams, that would make you a serious threat. In my eyes, guys, this is an overreaction. Yes, they did finish in their division last season. Yes, they did win a playoff game. Yes, they made the playoffs, right? But they had the 5th easiest schedule in 2023. When you go to the 5th easiest schedule to now one of the hardest schedules in the NFL, we're going to see really how good you are. Let's look at some of the teams that they play this season. Just at home. Obviously, they'll play the Colts, they'll play the Titans, and they'll play the Jaguars, division foes. But this is out of division. At home, they play the Ravens, they play the Bills, Lions, Dolphins, and Bears. That could very easily be 5 losses at home. 5 losses right there, like off the bat. We anticipate the Ravens being hella freaking good. Buffalo Bills are still the Buffalo Bills. Look what they did second half of the season. They coming. Detroit Lions, fresh off the NFC Championship appearance, they're probably going to be back. Dolphins, if they shine OBJ, they're going to be the highest flying offense in the NFL, and they have the best back 4 in the NFL. The Bears, kind of a wild card. We don't know what they're going to be. They have a lot of talent on paper. Then we look at the teams that they got to play on the road. They got to play the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, you can say what you want about the Dallas Cowboys, but at home, they're a very, very good team. Green Bay Packers start off slow last season, beat the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. They are there. Packers are back. Then you play the Vikings, kind of a wild card. The Jets should be good with Aaron Rodgers back, right? They should be. The defense is back. They've had a great offensive line. Jets should be good. And the Patriots, a true wild card. We don't know what we're going to get out of the New England Patriots this season. So are they a serious threat in the AFC? Guys, this is an overreaction. Slow it down, baby. Just because they made the playoffs last season, just because they won a playoff game, doesn't mean shit in my book. You had the 5th easiest schedule. You go from the easiest to the hardest schedule. Let's see what CJ Stroud is now.